Hello and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time on this channel, you are welcome. I am A.H.P. I'm an author and I also do business. Now today's part of my channel today's video is for that part of my channel where we talk about real life issues, real life issues. And I don't know if you guys have been watching the news and been wherever you are in the world, like whether you've been watching the news or you've been watching YouTube videos and to do with the current climate, you would know that they are talking about crash, because we're in October 2021. They're talking about the October crash, and that means that basically it's going to affect the financial economy of every nation around the world. And so it's time basically to, if you had not been prepared or did not start preparing from even before 2020, you should have, you should start like now, like today. But what I want to share with you is something that I've been sharing with people who are closest to me. Something that I saw. I had basically this dream, and in this dream it was winter in the UK. Right now we are in autumn, so winter is in like next month, which is a few weeks away. And basically I had that dream last month, August. So in this dream I basically saw it was winter. I was in my house. It was in the morning. I was having my breakfast. I had milk in the fridge and everything. And then all of a sudden, I walked outside. I had my coat on. I walked outside and I saw the longest queue ever in front of a store. And I had other mums come to me and we were talking, and then I said to them, I can't do this. I can't do this. And I walked away from them and I went back. And I woke up from that dream, and basically I woke up knowing that I had to prepare for whatever is coming in this winter. I don't know how winter is going to be like, but I know I had to prepare food wise, clothes wise. I knew I had to prepare my house, for myself, for my children, and maybe extra, for other people who I can help in the worst case scenarios. I knew that I had to prepare business wise and all of that to take opportunity when it comes, because judging from the last from when to 2019, like when the pandemic first hit, judging from the response, I knew that I had to get a few things that I can sell, that will be in demand, especially lifestyle products, needed to be in demand. So I'm just going to show you how I'm preparing for winter, how I'm preparing for winter. So without further ado, let us start. Before we go into that, thank you so much for my new subscribers, and if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do click the subscribe button and the notification bell that lets you know, when I've uploaded a new video. And also be interactive in the comment section if you have any questions, if you have any ideas, with how to prepare for this winter into basically from now, like autumn to spring. That's how far I would say you should prepare for, because you don't know like how spring is going to be either. So prepare, as much as possible. So anyway, without further ado, let us get into today's video. Now I'm showing you this, because this is my greenhouse, and it's a 5-tier greenhouse. So I've got 5 of these sections from top all the way to the bottom. Now at the bottom I've got pots, like bigger pots than these. Basically at the bottom that I'm not using, and I've got my seeds, I've got my polythene bags, okay, like polythene bags to cover my pots when I've done my sowing. You can see how I do all that on the planting videos on my channel. I've got quite a few of those, okay. So basically I have compost already in there from the previous sowing seasons. I've got quite a bit, which is enough to cover me for this year. All I have to do is to basically put fresh materials in there to make it fertilized, okay, which I normally use natural, what's it called, natural composting materials, okay, because I don't spray or use any non-organic fertilizers. I don't use fertilizers in my soil. I just use vegetable peels, fruit peels, to make the soil nice and fertilized, okay. So so basically I've been collecting seeds for a while now. So I've got myself quite a lot of seeds that I can plant and eat, plant indoors and eat. So things like spinach, okay, I can start sowing that indoors, okay. I can sow that indoors and eat. And I've got beet leaf, okay. Now some of these I can sow them outside, so I've also applied for an allotment, okay. Beetroot, now I can grow this indoors and eat the leaves. Broccoli, they're more for outdoors, so in case I get my allotment, but if I don't, I can sell them, okay. So there, and these ones should be sown by next year September, so I can still sell them on, okay. And then I got dwarf French beans, okay. Again, you can sow this up to January next year, 2022, okay. And then I got lettuce, okay, which is also suitable for outdoors. And then I've got cauliflower from a magazine, okay. Now these are some of the things that I want to try outdoor. This is for outdoors. It's mustard, okay. I often grow the indoor mustard. And then I've got cress, which I'll be sowing indoors here and on my windowsill, okay. I've done that quite often every year. And then some radish for outdoor sowing. I've got so many more, like literally all of these are seeds, okay. So seeds that I'll be selling and also seeds that I'll be planting for myself for food, okay. At least 6 months worth of seeds, okay. Now as I go out, obviously I buy more seeds, okay. I buy more seeds and I'll tell you why shortly, okay. And after that dream that I also had another dream where I literally saw these type of beans, and I knew that it's something that God wanted me to buy, food that is not perishable, and also seeds that you can grow and food that you can dry and store. So I'll show you that in a minute, okay. So in there I've got all of that, And the extra pots there are for when things get really, really bad and I need to sow more food. Okay. And then on my windowsill here, let me lower. On my windowsill here, as you can see, I've got spring onions, okay, that I've cut and I've grown the stems, planted the stems already, so they'll continue growing. Okay, and I can use that like about 5, 6, 7 times. So I've got 1, 2, 3 of those pots. Okay, and then in this one I've got mint, but I've also got onions like these type of onions, because in winter it snows. Okay, in winter it has a tendency of sometimes snowing, and sometimes when it snows really, really badly that you can't even go out. I don't have a car, and sometimes even if you drive you are snowed in. So I thought, you know what, let me plant those type of things that I can use. So the mint, I can use it for mint tea and things, maybe seasoning food, fresh mint, okay, or even desserts, or even yeah, just for different flavors to season food and drinks. Okay, so that is why I've got that small mint that is growing. Okay, I took it from my bigger pot. Now again, on my windowsill here, okay, let's start from this one, is tomatoes. Okay, I've sowed some tomatoes and I'll be using the tomato leaves to cook, to eat, because it's a vegetable that is edible. Okay, so the leaves I'll just be cutting and using to eat, to make, you know, maybe a vegetable stew, or to make when I'm making my spaghetti bolognese, just add it as a vegetable if I don't have things like mixed veg in my fridge or freezer. That is what I'll be using. Okay, and then I've got a empty pot here which I'll be using to maybe sow my strawberries in there. Okay, for the summer period. And then also in here I've got proper mint leaves, like proper mint that is growing. This is my more mature mint, and it's already got the flowers as well. So I'll be using the flowers for drinks and for salads. Okay, and in here I have got what's it called? I have got garlic. So I've got quite a few. This one has grown out, so it's really good. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 small buds of garlic. So in winter, so in the winter months, I'll just, what's it called, be using that. Okay, like when I run out of my store-bought ones or my dried ones, because I dehydrated some to use dry. So when I run out of that, at least I've got some fresh ones. Or if I need fresh one and I don't have fresh ones, I'll just cut this part, the greens, and just use that to season. You can use that to season your meat, your fish, your pasta, okay, your spaghetti bolognese and all of that. Alright, and then it brings us to the pantry. Okay, so in here, as you can see, I've got some pasta. Okay, I've got like tea bags on top of tea bags. Okay, so sauces. I need to put these in the fridge. My fridge is coming tomorrow. Okay, so sauces. I've got some spaghettis, some more bags of pasta. Okay. So I got loads of these pastas because my children and I like pasta, okay? And you can make it with different meats, different sauces, okay? And then black-eyed peas, okay? Now I can make this with into stews, bean stews and that, okay? I got some bags of rice, okay? I've got sorrel. Now I can use this as tea, so if I run out of tea bags, I can use this for tea, okay? And also if I run out of this kind of drinks for my children and myself, I can make a drink out of this. All I need to do is boil it with a little bit of water, a little bit of sugar, and what's it called? And a little bit of ginger, and have a nice drink, okay? And all I need is 3 of these flowers to make a drink or tea, okay? So, and then of course my youngest picked jelly because they'll need desserts and stuff, okay? And then cans, baked beans. So if I don't have tomatoes, guess what? I can just pop this into stew, make bean stew out of these, okay? All I need to do is add some onions, add some seasonings, cook some rice or some potatoes. We have a meal going, okay? In case of emergency or even breakfast. So I've got quite a few of these. So I've got 4 of those so far. And then I've got sweet corn. Okay, sweet corn. We can use it as a snack or we can use it in our meals. So I got quite a few of those as well. And then I've got some kidney beans. Again, it's good for stews. It's good for things like wache, which is rice and beans. Okay, it's good for githeri, which is rice and beans and what's it called? Rice, beans and corn. Okay, and then up there you can see, up there I've got the same thing: spaghetti, rice, some rice flour, okay, some salt, okay, some lentils, so when I want to make curry, some dry beans for longer term, some more dry beans, rice, okay, and then I've got flour. I've got plain flour so I can make chapati, okay, and I've got self-raising flour here to make mandazis and pancakes and different kinds of snacks and breakfast, okay. So I need to buy more plain flour, and I need to buy more self-raising flour, and I need to buy a bag of rice, no, a big bag of rice, and I need to buy a big bag of onions, fresh onions, to keep us going. And I've got quite a few tea bags, okay. And then I need to buy a few cans of tomatoes as well, and some tomato paste. Now I get tomato puree. Basically, I get this in case I run out of canned tomatoes. I can just squeeze a little bit of this and maybe fry some meat, some fish, some beans, make jollof rice, you know, things like that. Okay. Salt, of course, you need this because I use it quite a bit to season food, but also to make my own seasoning, okay, which I'll show you in a bit. And then sardine, okay, because if you don't have fresh fish, you can just use this, okay, because it's already got sunflower in there, and my children like Ghanaian food, so we can make fish stew out of this, okay. So I need to go and stock up some more in the morning. And then here I've got all my seasonings, okay. So I've got my dairy, okay. I've got 2 of these tubs. All I need to do with this is basically add hot water in it, okay, and it makes part of a meal, okay. And we can eat this with fish stew. Worst case scenario, we can have it with meat, okay. And then I've got a tub of rice, okay. And then I've got a tub of dry beans, I've got another tub of black beans. You might be thinking, why beans? Because you can make beans with meat, you can make beans with fish, you can make beans on its own. So it's good to have these dry foods, okay? And then I've got some sorghum leaves that I can make wache with, which is a Ghanaian rice dish, okay? And then this is my dried garlic. I need to buy some more so that I can dry some more for the winter period. So I need to fill up this jar basically. Okay, so I'll be popping into the store to buy those. And then of course these are like the store-bought seasonings and all of that I got. I got quite a few, but this is the one I wanted to show you, curry powder. And with curry powder I get, this is the reason why I got all these jars, okay. Basically you mix your ginger, you mix your black pepper, you mix your salt, you mix your nutmeg, you mix your cumin in there, and then your turmeric, okay, to make your curry powder, okay. So that's why I bought all of that, but I also use it to individually to season the food. So I have quite a few of those. And then I make my own seasoning as well at home. So my herbs, okay, my dry herb seasoning, and I added chili to it at the bottom so that in case I run out of chili, I have it in my jars, okay. So some jars have the chili, some jars don't have the chili. They're just different herbs in there, mixed herbs, okay. So I've got quite a few of those. I've got about 20 of those jars, so it'll keep me going. And then of course I've got my mint tea. Okay, so in case I run out of tea leaves, I've got mint tea, or if I want to just have mint tea, you know, herbal tea, I'll just have this. Okay, and okay, so up here, this is what I'm using currently. As you can see there, I've got extra juice already. Okay, this is rice that has been opened, but I've got things like palm oil, things like olives. I've got things like olive oil. I've got a few cans of this milk in there. Okay, so I buy quite a few of these because you can use this to make porridge, you can use this to make desserts, you can use it in your tea as well. So, and then this is the gari that I'm currently eating. And then you can see we've got extra salt in there. Some yeast if I wanted to make bread and snacks and stuff like that. And then, oh, I've got my peanut butter. Okay, now I'm going to be getting fresh peanuts as well, but it's good to have ready-made peanut butter as well, because in case you don't have electricity, at least you have, or in case you run out of peanuts, at least you have ready-made peanut butter. Or if your machine, you know, my blender, if it stops working, maybe I've got ready-made peanut butter for snack. It's good for sauces. I'm from Uganda, so we use it quite a lot to make different kinds of stews. And then I've got some fufu to make Ghanaian dishes, so we can use this to eat chicken stew, fish stew, soups, meat stews. Okay, and then things like these soaps, hand soaps, shampoos, toothpastes, sponges. I got quite a lot of those, so you stock up on those things so that you have them, you know, because I don't know where you are in the world, but most countries have shortages in because of delays of delivery of products. Okay, so for me, when the first lockdown, before the first lockdown happened, God told me to buy things while they're cheap, so I bought quite a lot of things. Okay, as you can see from there, okay, all the way to here. Okay, I bought stuff, and each of these shelves are 5-tier shelves. Okay, so, and there's something on each tier. So I've got clothes. In worst case scenarios, I'll just let my children use clothes from my collection. Worst case scenario. Okay, I've got, what's it called, I've got things to sell, clothes that I can sell, mittens, gloves that I can sell, uniforms that I can sell, blankets that I can sell. Okay, I'm able to work from home because I've got my printer, I've got my shredder, I've got my laminator. Okay, so I can work from home. And I've got toys for my children, indoors and outdoor toys. This one, these ones are for my children. Okay, now okay, up here, those are my mannequins, but also family games. Okay, so we can be occupied. Me and my children, we can play these games. Okay, and we'll be occupied. Outdoor and indoor games, so we can be occupied. And then these are baby products that I can sell and make money, and games for babies and toys for babies that I can sell. And the bottom bit is basically my stationery bits and pieces for my business, that I stocked up on things like envelopes, things like delivery bags, things like shredded paper, things like ribbons, sellotapes, and all of that. I stocked up on them. Okay, and then I've got baby books in there, baby utensils in there, bath toys in there, bath materials in there. And then I've got things for men as well, shaving sticks. We've got things like toothpaste, toothbrushes for children, for adults as well. And then things like cotton buds that I can sell as well. And then we've got baby clothes, like baby vests and all of that. Okay, I've got in there. And then we've got clothes, of course, mannequin for me to work. And then things like children's stationery in their pencils, their pens, their coloring pencils, party invitations that I can sell, but also like do party invitations for my children, like if they have, when they have birthdays or a special event that I need to invite people. Then there's puzzles and all of these things that I can sell. And then of course, in case of a lockdown, we've got a home library. Okay, that unit over there, you can see we've got books. So I've got workbooks for my children to study at home, okay, to do homeschooling, and also books for myself to read and keep occupied, keep updated, and also writing pads for myself and also for my children when they want to do drawing and all of that. So we're not having to be bored and stranded in case of a bad winter. Okay, now in another pantry here, I've got things like baby oil, I've got things like baby powder that I can sell. I've got things like baby shampoos that I can sell. Okay, baby shampoos that I can sell. I've got pseudo creams that I can sell, baby lotion that I can sell. I've got toothpastes, okay, and I've got quite a lot of them, okay, like a whole 2-tier cupboard of different products, even beauty products like hair dyes, okay, I've got them. I've got products for men as well, okay, that I can sell. And in worst case scenario, I can box them up. I've got brothers, okay, worst case scenario, I can box them up and send it to my brothers or send it to one of my brothers. Worst case scenario, I can box some of these, send them out for my nieces, my cousins, and their families. In worst case scenario, I've got friends that I can box these and send it to them. So I'm not stranded. We're not stranded. Unless of course post office is not working, then it's an issue. But or they can come and pick it up if they drive, you know. But yeah, it's good. I'll say have these things to hand. Okay, start stocking up on what you need. And then of course I've got mannequins here that I can work from home. Okay, so I can still do my videos and grow my channel, grow my social media platform to make me money while we are in the winter period. Okay, in case they say lockdown, at least we can work from home, we can run businesses from home, can teach our children from home, and all of these things. Okay, that is it. That's all I want to share. What is it that you are doing for winter? For those of you who are in countries where you have winter, for those of you who are in dry season, going to dry season, or you're going to into the rainy season, like what are you doing to prepare? What are you doing? For those of you who crash, like the financial crash, what are you doing to prepare financially? For me, financially, I'm doing business, working from home and investing. I've got videos on those, but if you want more detail, put it in the comment section and I'll be doing a few more videos. But that is it from me. I shall see you in the next video. Bye.